I got a question on a recent podcast episode. It was the Working Smarter, Not Harder episode. And Grease Paint Avenue 8854 asked, when using sidechain effects when broken down into stems, are there issues in having visible throbbing on, say, the bass stem? I'm fairly new to the world of side chaining. I would say that whatever your base stem is, if it is affected, even with a side chaining from a kick or something like that, I think we do need to keep it pretty consistent, And so if you have something like I've got a rock cue I'm working on with Jeff LaPlante here, and there's a synth bass part that has some pumping that I am using the one knob pumper. And so I would absolutely recommend keeping that turned on so that even in your bass stem, it has that visual pumping. We want to be pretty consistent with that. Now, if you are using an alternate method, like using the kick drum for this, and using side chaining, then you're going to want to treat it a little bit differently, because as soon as you mute out the drums, then the pumping can kind of go away. So what you want to do is set up a ghost kick, which is my drum pattern just copied into its own track, and I have set the output to no output. So we're actually not hearing anything. And you do have to make sure that you remove your sends and all of that. And in fact, I don't need any of these other plugins, because the only thing that the kick is doing, and the only reason it exists, is to trigger the sidechain effect. So here it is with the actual stereo output. So you can kind of get a feeling for that. So if I go back over to my stems, turn on my compression and my sidechain, I sidechain into my ghost kick, and we can start to see the pumping happening, right? But go back to my ghost kick, set my output to no output so that it is always firing. And then from there, you can adjust how much you want it to pump. So with the drums, adjust the attack and the release to get the sense of the pump that you're going for. And different compressors are going to react differently to that. All right. And so making that ghost kick helps to send the signal to push the compression without actually being heard in the mix, so that when you go to do your stems, problem solved. But Grease Paint Avenue 8854, thanks for sending that question. And if you have a question, then let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to check that out. But until next time, peace.